Okay, Kristi.
All right. Thanks for joining, everybody. Welcome in. This is my Plexus launch party. I am an ambassador with Plexus, and I am joined today by Terry and Trila. They are my upline, and we are going to talk about some of the amazing products that we have in the Plexus lineup and talk a little bit about some personal experiences. Like for me, I joined Plexus just about 3 months ago. I've been inconsistently taking my products, unfortunately, but I have noticed a difference, a change in my body. I've noticed some inflammation has gone down in my gut area. I was dealing with gout in my foot, or not gout, I'm sorry, plantar fasciitis. And after just a couple of weeks on the Plexus products, I noticed I woke up one day and when I stepped out of bed, I didn't hurt anymore. So I am very thankful for that. There are so many products that have done amazing things for many people, and I am going to turn it over to Terry and talk about some of the products that we have.
Thank you so much, Kristi. Yeah, we're just going to go through this fast and furious and share just a teeny tiny bit about some of the things that we love about Plexus, and hopefully introduce some things to you that you haven't heard of and that you may be interested in trying. So I'm going to share my screen real fast, and y'all listen, I'm not going to give you a whole lot of details because we don't want to bore you to death, but we do want to inform you. So we are going to, let me see if I can move this, get started real quick and do a little, if I can move this over, slideshow. So what we've got is, we've got multiple products that help with every kind of issue that you can possibly think of. Plexus has something to help you with. Now, before we even get started, I just want to do a little disclaimer. Plexus does not claim to cure or treat any illness or disease. So, you know, it's not a magic bullet. It's a start in your gut and get healthy program, and we just want to share with you some of the amazing products that we have in our arsenal, and most of us take all of these. So let's start with weight loss. You know, our Plexus Slim Hunger Control is an amazing drink that you could start your day with. I like to break my fast with it. It's got polydextrose in it, which is a fiber. It's going to make you feel like you're fuller. Our Plexus Slim Microbiome is going to go in there and help plant some good probiotics and prebiotics to help get your gut healthy. And we're going to talk about gut health a little bit more in the Slim a little bit more in a little bit. But we also have two products that I love, Balance and MetaBurn. Also products that will help with weight loss. The Balance is going to help cut the carbs that you ingest by about 48%. It's also going to, it's another level of a way to balance out your blood sugar for the whole day. And that's what our really, that's the first layer that we want to do is we want to make sure that your blood sugar stays level all day so that you're not crazy and eating a Snickers and a Dr. Pepper at 3 o'clock every single afternoon. And Balance can help you keep from doing that. MetaBurn, another great product, gonna boost that metabolism, gonna speed it up a little, gonna cut that hunger. It's gonna help you feel fuller so that you aren't as hungry. We have some pain relief products right now. Ease. And let me tell you, just like Kristi said, inflammation is key, and it starts in the gut. And Ease is another one of our products that helps with inflammation. And listen, if you're taking aspirin, Tylenol, if you're taking hardcore pain relievers, you know how hard that is on your tummy. And y'all, everything is about the tummy, the gut. And so Ease is plant-based, easy on your stomach, not going to cause all the problems that those other products do. Our Omega X, one of my all-time favorite products, it's got all of the omegas in one capsule. It's not just Omega E, Omega E. It's not just fish oil. It's plant-based. It's got all of the omegas that your body needs. And let me tell you, it helps with so many things. One of the things that's helped me with my eyesight. My eyesight has gotten so much better. Y'all, I can drive without my glasses now. It also helps with sleep. I'm not sure why, but heart health, circulation, blood pressure, sleep, you name it. If your doctor tells you to take a fish oil, you better call Kristi and say, I need that Mega X. It's a million times better. And let me tell you something, when you burp, nobody's going to know you took something because it does not give you that burp, that fishy taste. It's plant-based. We also have a great line for our kiddos, y'all, the kids. How many kids have you seen running around? I had a conversation with a gentleman today. Kids are overweight. Kids are going to the doctor nonstop, back-to-back ear infections, all kinds of stuff. Most kids, by the time they're 1, have already been on antibiotics. Well, listen, y'all, you don't want that. Get them on our kids program, our microbiome for kids. It's a drink that they can drink. Ours is the only kids vitamin that actually has a probiotic in it. Every kid needs to be on a probiotic. So if you've got little kids at home, and especially if you've got little kids that are struggling, you need to check out our kids line. I cannot tell you how great it is. Every kid needs to be on it, and especially right now. Okay, let's talk CBD oil. We actually have an amazing CBD oil. Now, I'm going to stop you right there. The only way you can get our CBD oil is if you are an ambassador, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But our CBD oil is unbelievable. I take it every night. Y'all, I have lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. I have hardly any symptoms. My doctor was shocked when I tested positive for that stuff because I have hardly any symptoms. So CBD helping with sleep. Let's talk energy. Who drinks those stinking energy drinks? Y'all, listen, stop. Don't drink them. They're going to give you a heart attack. They're horrible for you. Get the Active. The Active is plant-based, again, so good for you. It does 2 other things. If you're an athlete, you need this. It breaks down lactic acid, which causes pain. The second thing it does is it increases the nitric oxygen in your blood system, so your blood flows more. So you do have a lot more energy. You do feel better. Y'all, I drink this every single day. I mix it in my Slim. My husband, addicted to the Active. We don't drink sodas. I don't drink coffee. Active is the only thing I drink, and I can't tell you how much I love it. Okay, let's talk vitamins, because that's what the whole world is talking about right now, right? If you are paying any attention, you know that there's certain vitamins you should be taking right now. Now, remember, I gave you a disclaimer. Plexus doesn't claim to cure or treat any disease, but the CDC, all the doctors are telling you to take what? Vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and I'm going to add one other thing, selenium. And our X Factor Plus has all the daily requirements of those 4 things. The zinc is a virus suppressor. You need the D, you need the Z, and you need selenium, which is depleted in all of our soils. Now, what makes our vitamin different? First of all, it's made in the United States. So you know that the product quality is about 1 million times better than that vitamin that you're getting from China. I'm just going to say it. Second of all, our X Factor Plus has aloe vera in it. What does aloe vera do? Well, it does 2 things for your body. First of all, it works just like it works on a burn. It goes into your stomach and it helps heal the intestines, the lining of your intestine, which is where a lot of problems start to happen. Google leaky gut syndrome. You may have some symptoms. It helps to heal the lining of your gut. If you've been taking aspirins or anything like that, which will literally burn a hole in your tummy, it's going to help heal that. The other thing that aloe vera does is it helps your body absorb the nutrients. Y'all listen, what good is a vitamin if you take it at 8 o'clock in the morning and 10 o'clock you go pee and it's lime green? That's telling you your body did not absorb those nutrients. So do us a favor, especially right now, go check your vitamin. Go check your multivitamin. Does it have C? Does it have D? Does it have zinc? And does it have selenium? And last but not least, where's it made? Where is it made? How do you know your vitamin is good? And then if you're peeing bright green, bright yellow, it's not working. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Trila real quick. If I can find my spot. We're going to let Trila share. Trila?
Hi, everybody, and thank you again for being here and listening to us share something that we are very passionate about because we have seen results. And that's what I wanted to share with you today about the results that, some of the results that we have seen. I started Plexus to lose some weight in 2013, in January of 2013, and I did lose a little bit of weight. And so I told Terry, Terry was the one who shared it with me. I said, okay, I want to get these products the cheapest way. And the cheapest way is to join as an ambassador. And one of the best things about Plexus is there's no minimum requirement. You don't have to share. You don't have to sell it. You don't have to recruit if you don't want to. And so I told her, I said, okay, I'm going to buy the products just for me. Well, when I got the products, when I became an ambassador, I got my own website, which every one of us do, free of charge. And I saw that they had a probiotic. And I went, oh, probiotic. And I was reading what it is. And they had these stranger things that I hadn't seen before on any other probiotic. And yes, I've said straight, I was reading the ingredients. Because you see, even though this was in 2013, I had been studying probiotics for over 25 years. Probiotics are not new. They are new to a lot of people because everybody's just now hearing about them just about everywhere you look. But probiotics have been around for a long time. In fact, I have been using them to try to literally help my daughter stay alive for over 25 years at that time. Let's talk about my daughter. My daughter was born with a primary immune deficiency. What that basically means is that she was born without a full, complete immune system. It's basically, she just was sick all the time and sick all of her life. In fact, she had pneumonia 18 times in and out of the hospital by the time she was 6 years old. At age 5, I think it was, she almost died of chickenpox. Of course, she continued to have multiple pneumonias and everything, but she almost died of chickenpox and suffered from severe seizures and brain swellings from the onset of multiple sclerosis later in her life. So one of the reasons why I was desperate to reach out to Terry about trying to lose some weight, because I had noticed she had lost some weight, was because for about 5 years, my daughter Laura had pretty much been in the hospital more than at home from one illness or another. And at Thanksgiving, the year before that, in 2012, she was given only months to live. And I was like, what are we going to do? And everything. And all through the 5 years that she'd been in the hospital so much, I had gained quite a bit of weight from stress eating and just eating the hospital food and everything. So anyway, back on track. When I saw the probiotic, I told my husband, I said, well, I might as well order this and just try it. Just try it on her. Y'all, within 4 days of her being on that probiotic, we could tell, my husband and I both could tell that something was there. Why is this working when nothing else had worked? And we had tried all of them, very expensive probiotics. And that's when I really started researching and learning about gut health, long before you heard about gut health. And basically discovered that Laura, our daughter, was dying from leaky gut or from poor gut health, from candida yeast overgrowth. Candida is put into our bodies to decompose us upon death. And basically, she was prematurely dying from the inside out. And all we did after spending 5 years in the hospital, more than not, is change three things. We started her on our probiotic, Probio 5, and we started her on the X Factor vitamins that Terry was talking about with the aloe vera. Well, the aloe vera enabled all of her medicines to be absorbed better. It enabled the probiotic to be absorbed better. The probiotic has digestive enzymes and an antifungal in it as well, which basically can target that candida specifically, and it basically saved her life. And she lived an additional 7 years, 4.5 of which were totally hospital free. And for us, that's amazing. We have doctors at the med center here in the Little Rock area that say to this day that those products helped give her an additional 7 years of life. My purpose for sharing this is now it is very common knowledge that all of our nutrients and minerals and vitamins are absorbed in our gut. And so is all the sugar and all the toxins that we eat. And if we don't take care of our gut health, our digestive system, then it starts to leak toxins into our other systems. And that's when autoimmune issues start to develop. So that's a well-known fact now. And Plexus, in my opinion, because of what I've seen and experienced, has the best gut health program with our products that there is. I hope you will consider looking into how Plexus can help you protect your gut or perhaps heal it.
Thank you so much, Trila. Yeah, Laura, I mean, what a blessing to have your daughter who you think you're going to lose, and then you get all those additional years. And hospital free, quality of life. You change your quality of life by adding 2 products to her daily regimen. And that right there, what a blessing. I mean, what a blessing. So I wanted to go back. Thank you so much for sharing. I wanted to go back and talk just a little bit more about my all-time favorite products. Let's see. And our signature product combo is what we call our triplex. And that comes with the Slim. Like I said earlier, we have 2 kinds of Slim. Actually, right now we have 3. We have our Hunger Control Slim, our Microbiome Slim, which I mentioned. And right now we have a special with a seasonal kind of short term, and it's a cherry limeade. So it's a new flavor of the microbiome. Y'all, I start my day every day with this. Like I said, I break my fast. There's so many benefits to the Slim that we don't have time to go into, but it was a game changer for me. Trila talked about our Probio 5. And I know a lot of you are on a probiotic, or I hope you are, but y'all, you need to check out ours, because the difference in ours is it has that enzyme in it that goes in and breaks down the candida, or the yeast that's growing in your gut. And y'all, the yeast is the devil. I mean, you have to have a certain amount, but the minute you go above the amount that your body actually needs, that's when all these other issues start happening. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. So no other probiotic has that enzyme in it that actually breaks down the yeast. Okay, let's talk poop. It's my favorite topic, poop. Okay, listen, let's just get real. I had no idea that you're supposed to poop 2 or 3 times a day. Nobody ever told me. I have no idea. So what are we doing? We're drinking Metamucil. Bleh. So gross. We're miserable. We're gripey. We're grumpy. We're celebrating when we do poop. But then comes along BioCleanse. And it's not a cleanse. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's not a cleanse. You're not going to be running to the bathroom. Y'all, listen. I take 3 of these a day, and I am a happy, happy girl. Y'all, listen, so many of my friends, this is their #1 favorite product, because what makes you happier? Nothing makes you happier than pooping. And you should be pooping. And if you're not pooping, where is the poop? It's in you. Yuck. And then you start the weight gain, and then you start the misery, and then you're gripey, and then you're just not a pleasant person. So let's get moving and get you some BioCleanse. It will change your life. It is, I cannot tell you. I have friends that call me, oh my God, I ran out of BioCleanse. Can I come to your house and get some? I'm like, well, of course you can. I sent some with my husband today to his sister-in-law, because she's about to have surgery. What's the worst part about surgery, other than the pain and all the other stuff? You can't poop.
The anesthesia.
Yes, the anesthesia. If you're on painkillers, you can't poop. I'm telling you, get on the triplex, get your gut right. Your life will change. Reach out to Kristi. You have to get on the triplex. Okay, let's talk about one of my favorite topics. Your skin, your face, your makeup, how you look. I'm the main one out of me and Trila. So happy. What's the big thing everybody's talking about now? Well, us girls, is collagen. Collagen. Y'all, listen. This collagen is amazing. Like I said earlier, I've been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis and lupus, and y'all, I hardly have any joint pain. Like, hardly any. Like, my doctor was like, I don't get it. I don't know why you're showing up that you have this, but you're not griping. And my sed rate is normal. So not only is the collagen helping my skin, helping my hair, helping my nails, y'all, it's going way deep in there, and it's helping my joints. So if you are looking for a great collagen product, hello, Joyum. Okay, let's talk about the serum, Joyum serum. Y'all, listen, I was one of those girls that bought my skincare products from that other company, and y'all, so expensive. I didn't let my husband know how much I was spending on all those products. So what happens? They say, oh, Terry, you need these 8 products. You need this roller. You need this serum. You need this eye serum. You need this skin lightener. You need the nighttime stuff. You need the morning stuff. You need the lunchtime stuff. I mean, it was ridiculous. Like, I had to write down the steps of what all I had to put on my skin. It cost me so much money, and guess what? It didn't work. I was 58, 56, and my face was still breaking out. What? So then here comes Plexus with Joyum. 2 products, 11 ingredients. In the morning, you put your serum on, put your makeup on, go. At night, put your serum on and go to bed. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So what was taking me 15 minutes to put all the crap on my face that didn't work, that still broke me out, that cost a fortune, that they wanted to ship me every single month, now I've got Joyum. Game changer. So if you care about your skin like I do, I'm telling you, get you some Joyum. It's the most affordable, clean, plant-based skincare that you will find on the market. Okay, Trila.
Okay, as Terry and I both alluded to, gut health is so extremely important. And as I said earlier, the reason is it is now very common knowledge that that is where things are absorbed into our system. And if our gut is not healthy, then bad things are absorbed into into our system and cause issues. Look at these. Look at some of these. Look at all of them. I can look at each one of them, and I either know that I or a friend or family member suffer from every single one of these. Every single one. Plexus has helped people not cure these things, not treat these things, but have these things get so much better that they enable the person to live a so much better and high quality life. Please look these over. Please consider reading up. Google whichever one you have and gut health. Just Google it and see what you come up with. We truly believe that if you start on our triplex program that Terry was talking about, that is kind of like the basic level to start. And then if you add 2 other products, we call them our Fab 5. And you are on your way. If you give it time, if you are consistent with it, you didn't develop lupus in 2 years. You didn't develop the skin or nail fungus in just a year or 2. You know, your joints didn't get achy, or your cholesterol didn't get high, or you didn't gain all that weight in just a couple of months. So you got to give it a good try. And if you do, we know you will be calling Kristi back saying, oh my gosh, this stuff really does work, doesn't it? It does.
Thank you so much, Shirley. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit about me and why I do what I do. So I grew up in middle class America. I went to a great school. You know, I had great parents. Went to college. That's where I met Trila. We were Rangerettes together. Google that if you don't know what it is, but we were famous. But anyway, got out of college, married this really hot guy. And I'm the princess, and I'm on my way to this amazing life. And we had 2 kids, you know, pretty quick. And y'all, I'm just going to be really transparent. I wake up one day and Prince Charming has turned into a 5-star criminal. And Prince Charming is going to spend 25 years living someplace else, if you know what I mean. And all of a sudden, I mean, we were living in, you know, a nice house. I was teaching dance and living the dream. And all of a sudden, the rug was jerked out from underneath me. And for the first time in my fairy tale life, I didn't have a home. I didn't have an income. I didn't have child support. I didn't have a husband. And I had 2 babies. So, yay, guess who moves in with their mom and dad? Me. Take those kids. And, you know, my dream had always been to teach dance. I wanted to teach dance. But you know what? I couldn't make enough money to support 2 kids teaching dance. And I had to teach at night. So if they were in school and then I was at the studio at night, I didn't see them. So, you know, I finally get a regular job at a bank. I started out as a receptionist. I finally get to where I can at least move into a 2-bedroom apartment. And y'all, listen, I cannot tell you how horrible that apartment was. My kids had to share a room. It was in, a bad neighborhood, you name it, and it was bad. So what do? I get my regular job. Now remember, I've got 2 kids to put in daycare and pay rent. I lived with my parents for 5 years before I could move into this apartment. So I worked 2 jobs the whole time. I worked at the bank, and then I worked at the dance studio, and I taught dance. And then I would teach dance on the weekends, and I would teach private lessons, and I would, have contests. And y'all, I just worked all of the time. Every single dime was budgeted. Every dime. Y'all know, Kristi, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Your main goal in life is to provide for your family. So I'm barely doing that. And it's Sunday, the only day to go to the grocery store because I'm doing stuff all the rest of the time. We go to the grocery store. I've got my coupons out. I've got my list. I've got my meals planned. I know exactly what we're going to eat every meal for the whole 2 weeks. Kristi, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
We go to the grocery store. We come home. I put the groceries away. And the next morning, I tell the kids, okay, go make your cereal. And let me tell you something. I didn't even buy cereal. I have a friend who worked at Quaker Oats, and he would bring me a case of Captain Crunch cereal once a month. I guarantee you my kids will never, ever eat Captain Crunch cereal again. They come upstairs and they go, Mommy, we don't have any milk. And I go, yeah, we do. I bought milk. They go, no, we don't have any milk. So I go downstairs and I go outside, go to the parking lot, and I pop up in the trunk, and there's that gallon of milk. And it's Texas. And it's hot. And it's ruined. And I go back and I'm standing on my porch. And y'all, it's still dark because that's how early I had to get up and get going to get everybody where they needed to be and fed and to downtown Dallas to work. And I fall apart. I lose it. I am sobbing because all I can think of is, what is wrong? I'm working my rear end off. I'm working 2 jobs. And I don't have enough money to go buy another gallon of milk. And how wrong is that? And what a failure I felt like. What just a failure, because I didn't have the money to go buy more milk. And y'all, I was beat. I was beat up. Now, by the grace of God, because God always took care of us, my next door neighbor, gentleman, walks by. Terry, what is wrong? Oh, the milk is ruined. It's ruined. I don't have any milk for the kids, and I don't have any money. And he knew my story. He knew. And I go back in the apartment, and he was he was just amazing. And of course, he brings me a gallon of milk. But the point of my story is this: the average American family is short $300 to $400 a month every month. And y'all, it's probably worse now. There are families out there right now that don't have jobs, that don't have food. And they're sitting there and they're thinking to themselves, Christmas is coming. What am I going to do? And there's people out there that get paid for service, and they're scared to death they're going to get sick. And then they can't go to work. I mean, you look at hairdressers, people that work in gyms, trainers, people, waitresses and waiters that feed their babies off of tips, and they're not able to work. And when I meet those people and I hear their stories, I tell them about Plexus. Because Plexus is an opportunity. Plexus is a way to make extra money. And what I could have done back in the day before iPhones and internet, if I'd had this, I could have done this job while I was at the ballpark, while my kids were sleeping. I could have done this job and still been with my kids and made up that gap. And here's the other thing. Nobody controls how much money you make. You're the one that decides how much you want to do this, how much you want to share. You're the one that controls what you want out of Plexus. So while we want you to really look at the products, because health is our first goal in our journey. Health is absolutely our first goal. We want everybody healthy. Our second goal is happiness. And money can't buy you happiness, but I'm going to tell you, standing on a porch, sobbing your eyes out because you can't buy another gallon of stinking milk and you can't provide for your kids is pretty miserable. And if you can make an extra $100 a month, if you can make an extra $10,000 a month, it sure will change your life. And the other thing about this is while you're making some money, you know what else you're doing? You're helping other people. And I get messages and calls all day long. You're not going to believe this. I went to the doctor today. My numbers are normal. I'll never stop taking Plexus. You're not going to believe this. My electric bill was $333 and I didn't have it. And my Plexus paycheck was $333. You're not going to believe this, but my Plexus paycheck paid for groceries this week. Do you know how that makes me feel? It's so worth it. So while you look at the products, think about your health, but also look at the opportunity. If you're looking for something with residual income, I promise you, this is well worth your time and well worth your energy. And I know you're going, oh, it must be $1,000 to join. Y'all, right now it's $9.95 to join, and you purchase a $99 welcome pack, which gets you a replicated website. We should have said that at the very beginning. Y'all would have listened more. Anyway, that's what we wanted to share with you guys tonight. I hope you found something interesting, something that grabbed you, something that made you think about your health and happiness. And I hope that you'll reach out to Kristi and let her help you change your life. So I'm going to turn it back over to Kristi, and she is going to close us out. Thanks, Kristi.
Thank you, Terry, and thank you, Trila. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I hope you found this informative, and hopefully something has been sparked inside of you to think about your own health and what your goals are for the next year. Obviously, 2020 has been kind of in the dumps, but hopefully we're going to turn it around next year. So thank you, everybody, for joining, and have a great evening.
Thanks, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.